Previously on The Wandering Path.
After taking down a dangerous excavator at the construction site, Fran and Gordon found a strange crystal of rough astra at the bottom of a laser-drilled crater. Clearly, this was the thing the awoken mech was hunting for. But now that we have it, do we really trust it to Inspector Ravona? Fran says no. That lady's got some secrets of her own, for sure. But parting ways with Ravona leaves our crew on their own to tackle the city's crisis. And that's a lot to handle for a waitress, a baker, and a couple of students. All caught up? Okay, then let's see what's around the bend, today on The Wandering Path. There's a phenomenon that happens in New Prosper in the late morning, sort of coasting into noon, where the sun passes behind the hovering fortress that makes up Upper Prosper, and it casts a shadow over the ground. There's a little moment of transitioning into darkness before the lights of the underside kick in and create artificial daylight. It's almost like a sunset, but there's a big difference because when the sun sets, the color's warm and it feels like the warm caress of the end of a long day. This one is cold and bright and a little bit more immediate, and the cutoff between light and dark is a little sharper. That shadow crosses your faces, the four of you, as you reel from the emotional and mental showdown with Inspector Ravona. There's a lot going on. There's a lot to think about. It's a little bit of an ending, but the day's only half done.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Sunset in the middle of the day.
I love that.
What do you guys do?
My stomach starts rumbling.
Yeah, I think my stomach also starts rumbling.
Y'all want to get lunch?
Yeah.
And maybe a coffee or
that sounds
several?
Let's go to Boggins.
Haven't any of y'all been to Jenny's?
Oh,
Ooh,
I could go for Jenny's.
Jenny's is good.
Jenny's.
Jenny's? Yeah. Oh, a hot stack of pancakes.
That'd be so good right now.
Okay, tell me about Jenny. I don't know.
Wait, did you say tell me about Jenny or tell me about Jenny's?
No, tell me about Jenny's.
Okay, the place, not the person.
You can tell me about both.
Well, Jenny is an actual person.
Yeah,
Jenny
the founder.
started Jenny's, the founder of Jenny's.
She's an inspiration, a girl boss icon.
Truly.
Great.
She's amazing. She
Go on.
feels like she's been alive forever. She might be. She's probably an elf.
Okay.
And she...
So it's Jenny's.
Jenny's. But everybody calls it Jenny's.
Yeah. It was short for je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But then everybody started calling it Jenny's.
Yeah.
Graduate of the Baking Guild, I might add.
Oh my God, that's why she's so amazing.
Like 10, 15 years ago, like legends of the past.
The only place besides yourself that you might trust in your moment of need.
Jenny's.
Your hour of need.
100%. It's either Boggins or Jenny's.
Yes.
Or my own kitchen.
Yes.
Sure.
Is Jenny's like a franchised chain now? She
I think there are
just runs
a few.
it.
I would say maybe there's one on the other side of town called Jenny's 2, but it's TOO. But it is a second franchise of it.
That
Je ne
is
sais quoi
such
tu.
good branding.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Jenny's
I
2
wish
is...
we were-
Jenny's do?
They say
Je ne sais
Jenny's
quoi
the
du.
original is the best one. I'm biased, and I think Jenny's 2 is kind of like Jenny's 2 is like the. I think there's just like.
You like Jenny's do?
I do like Jenny's 2. Granted, it's on the other side of town. We're not gonna go there.
So
it's a
far.
hot take of mine. I'm telling you that as friends. I know that it's like an unpopular opinion.
I just don't like Jenny's do because of the furniture and stuff. You know, I don't like
It
the...
is a different vibe for sure.
That reminds me, there's something special I want to show you guys today.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah.
What?
I am excited.
Oh my
Hold
God,
for
I'm so
fun.
excited. What's happening?
Hold for content.
Okay, Misha's running away. Misha's
I
coming
drew
back.
a map.
That we will reveal on our social media and Patreon later.
Misha scurried away and pulled something out of a binder. Oh my God. Oh,
It's so
shit.
cool.
Wow.
And they come
love
back
it.
with this adorable rough sketch.
I
I'm so
love it.
excited.
Listen, we'll make it nice before we put the podcast out, I promise.
You know what's crazy is I forgot that there's a big fucking sinkhole under the...
That's the mine.
Oh, directly in the center of the city?
I
The center of the city is a big, giant hole with a mine in it?
Yeah, I forgot that it was directly under. I thought it was elsewhere.
Oh, yeah.
But the fact that the floating top city is just over the abyss.
Sinkhole.
So if Jenny's is here, then Jenny's 2 is over here.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It feels like the area that it was built in kind of influenced the aesthetic. And so
closer to the
it's got that.
suburbs.
Yeah, it's got that like stark. I see what you're saying about it.
It's just
so.
a different vibe.
It's a different vibe.
Yeah.
And I get it. Again, I love a little zhuzh, a little different, but Jenny's is like
original recipe.
The original recipe is great. Yeah.
JOG is
Premier?
great.
Yeah, Jenny's premier.
So you guys head from the overpass site over to Original Jenny's.
Original Jenny's.
Over here in West Minetown.
Yes. that's right.
JOG.
Yeah.
Sorry.
JOG.
Jog.
No,
I'll
it's a
see
good
myself
acronym.
out.
Jog.
Lord.
No, I love
Jog.
it. We're on a jog.
You guys walk in. It's a very kitsch little establishment. There's like a lot of homey touches because this was the original location.
Yeah.
It's existed since like the early days of the city, so there's like a ramshackle feel to it. And sure, it's been maintained and like upgraded over the years, but there's still like original, corrugated roofing like underneath the nice roof, just like for that feeling of home.
Part of the charm is the hole-in-the-wall nature of it.
Exactly. So you guys walk in.
Table for 4.
Oh, sure, y'all. We got a table right in the middle there. Is that all right?
Do you have a booth?
Yeah, booth would be
We'll wait.
great.
We could wait for a booth.
Yeah, we'll wait for a
when
booth.
One opens up.
Mayana, will you roll a d6?
Absolutely.
Yay!
Absolutely.
Actually, roll a d4.
a D4.
Yeah.
okay.
no.
Oh boy.
No, that's okay.
I
That's
was like,
better for
6
you
is a
guys.
lot of
Okay.
Oh,
seating.
is it better? All right, hang on.
1 hour or 6 hours?
That is a 1.
Great. It's only a 10-minute wait. Nice job.
Oh, yeah. I remember in my hostess days, because I'm pulling from personal experience with Fran, that they always told us to give a window of time. So you'd be like, it'll be 10 to 15 minutes, because a guest is more likely to be like, 10 minutes. Even if it's not 10 minutes, you give them a range and they go like, oh yeah, I can wait the low amount.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
Well, it's a short wait for your guys' booth. You guys get in. Coffee, water,
Yes,
juice.
please, coffee.
Coffee,
Espresso.
Please.
I think I need tea. Everything hurts.
Oh gosh, yeah, you took a lot of damage.
I must have.
I'm gonna
I-
like rub Ibra's back, just like
thank you.
tenderly. Yeah.
Sure. Going to a diner counts as a short rest if I've ever heard one.
I like that.
Yeah, that feels better. I need to spend some hit dice.
Dice.
This is bad.
Yeah, we finally get a look at Ibra. It's like black eye, big old bump on the noggin.
A big old machine rolled over on me while I was stuck to it.
Yeah.
There's some significant.
I think I go to the server and I go, can you just get me just like a bag of ice?
They signal back, like, you got it.
Thank you
We
so
look
much.
super ragtag sitting in
Yeah.
this booth at Geni's right now.
We returned our little construction worker equipment, or are we still in our little reflective vests?
I think that's up to you.
I think I didn't return my reflective vest.
Or your hot pink
I'm gonna roll
hard
for
hat.
it.
Yeah, roll for
Evens,
it.
I'm in a vest. I returned my vest.
I think I just forgot.
Put high-vis vest in your inventory. Yeah.
High-vis vest. Oh my god. Okay.
High-vis
And a hot
vest.
pink hard
Hot
hat.
pink hard hat.
Hot pink hard hat.
So high-vis vest will definitely get you some like stealth points towards trying to go into further construction sites.
my God,
Hot pink
amazing.
helmet, probably not so much.
Oh my god, amazing.
How are you good on health? Is everyone
I'm good. I didn't really take that much damage because we were doing evacuation stuff.
Honestly, that came in clutch.
Oh.
Thank you for doing that.
Please, Ibra did all the work. We just waved people away.
It was absolutely a team effort. People would have gotten hurt if it weren't for y'all.
Yeah, but you got hurt, and that's not cool.
It's okay. I still barely even know what happened.
Yeah, what did happen?
blur.
Oh my god, that's right. You lost consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was scary. Don't do that again.
What
JJ,
did
you
I
came in
miss?
clutch.
What did you do?
Well, you healed Ibra, and then
Oh
you like
shit,
came
my
in.
Astra.
Yeah. Oh. And I look at your Astra again, and I just because it's all cracked, right? You like stressed it.
No.
Wait, what's going on? What happened? Why
So
does that look weird?
JJ's Astra. I've never actually seen this up close before, but JJ overstressed their Astra, and
can
I
do
think
that?
it's
It's in pieces.
yeah,
it's like shattered.
Yeah, it's shattered.
So like when you say you take it out, I was picturing like taking out a bunch of pieces of
Well,
it.
because I
So it's
thought it was in your watch,
was in my-
right?
yeah.
And I think I had looked at it. Is it like when you break a watch and the shattered pieces are still kind of
Yeah.
embedded in it?
yeah, but when you try
Yeah,
to take
if you
those
try
out,
to
it,
take
like,
it out. I think I just like I grab your wrist just involuntarily. Like, sorry, and I'm just like looking at it. I don't think I take the pieces out, but I just want to like look at it again just to get a sense of like I want to look at where the source of the fracture started. Like, is it in the center? Is it off to the side?
oh yeah, you want to roll
Yes, I would
Arcana?
love to roll Arcana for you. Let's see here.
That is an 18.
Oh dang. Okay, so yeah, it's split directly out from the center. All of the fractures like sort of meet right in the middle, and then they
The center of it, so like the heart almost, like whatever the core is, and it just like split right
yeah,
from that.
there are like pieces in the device that are like wedges that like
Whoa.
they're like almost like cones or like pizza slices
Yeah.
that reach directly into the center on all like it cracked from
Oh my
the
God.
middle point out.
What happened?
I don't know, you went down, and I was like, that's not good. And so I thought and felt really hard about making you not unconscious, and then it happened.
You did what?
You pulled a spell out of Astra that didn't have any left?
Yeah, well, okay, so I thought, well, I didn't think. It was
It
subconscious.
was
I
involuntary.
guess. But based on the research I did, was that this morning?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's been a
based
long
on the
day.
research I did this morning, you know, Astra and magic is based on willpower and intention, and I get that'd be my guess as to why I was able to do it. You know, Astra is a magical conduit, not necessarily. I don't know.
It's okay. We'll figure it out.
It's broke.
Can I? Okay.
It's
hold on.
essentially a power surge. I fried the circuit.
So you fried your circuit to bring me back up?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
then I owe you a new circuit. That's it. I owe you a new circuit.
No, you don't have to
That's
do
how
that.
it works. I owe you a circuit, at very least.
JJ, take it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course. I'd do it again. I should
Any of
probably
us
not
would.
do that again, though.
Of course.
But I would.
I can't believe that you did that for me.
I wasn't gonna let you die!
Well, thank you, but
I
also,
don't want you to
holy
die!
crap.
Please don't die!
Any of us would have made that choice. You are our friend. We would do anything to protect you.
I want to be able to do the same for you guys.
I mean,
You have.
You did.
So many
you
times.
actively did.
So it's...
I went
even-
down. You
we're
had to
even.
save me.
No, but you... Stop. You stop it.
killed the thing.
I'm not even.
You
I'm not
killed
even
the other
entertaining
thing.
this
You killed
conversation.
two
Can we
things
get
in
more
2 days.
juice over here? Thank you.
Yeah, how's everyone's blood sugar?
So low.
I think the server comes over a little like scared. Is like, yeah, you got
Sorry,
it.
thank you. Sorry, glucose. It's draining. I'm sorry. Thank you. You're
Oh,
a gem. You're a treat. I really appreciate you.
Sorry, real quick before you leave, can we put it in order?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, I haven't been paying attention to anything you guys have been saying. I've been
You've
just reading
studying
the menu this whole time.
I love that so
And
much.
I think if everyone trusts me, we're just gonna get 2 wedge salads, 4 elvish onion soups, the oxen prime rib for the table with the roasted carrots and crispy potatoes, hot garlic rolls if you guys like the hot
Yes,
garlic rolls,
absolutely.
and then we'll
Always.
get 2 ice cream sundaes for dessert.
You got it.
Are we old enough to drink wine?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bottle of elvish wine, please.
I can see what we got.
We'd also do mimosas if that's not an option.
Mimosas I can do.
Yeah.
Mimosas.
I like
I
that.
think, can we
Mimosas
switch
sound
that to
great.
mimosas?
Yeah, mimosas sound great. Wait, actually, and instead, I forgot we were at lunch. Do we want to do roast chicken instead of prime rib? Prime rib feels kind of dinner-esque.
Let's do roast chicken.
Let's
Yeah,
do
that
the whole
sounds
roast
great.
chicken.
I like that.
Gordon pulls out a very small notebook and puts it on the table with a small pen, and then he opens it, and maybe you see that it says like Jenny's and then the date that we're at. And
I
then,
love this.
And then so it's a very subtle like cataloging of how good the food is.
I love
Yes.
this.
You're a
This is
food nerd.
obsessive.
You're,
I
you're a
love
little
this.
baby gourmand.
I'm a little baby.
Yeah, I love
Gordon,
it. And that
Gordon,
sounds like
Gordon.
an incredible
Gordon.
order. That's incredible.
Yeah, that was really great.
Did you say elvish onion soup? Because that's
yes,
very funny.
Sounds amazing.
Well, because
Fresh
Yes,
onion.
exactly.
yes, yes, I love
That
it.
was very
I love
clever.
it.
I really
That
enjoyed
was
that.
truly so brilliant. Like yeah.
You
It was
guys-
so
Great job.
subtle and so well done.
Great job.
I'll take all the compliments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I appreciate it.
With that order, I think you have a while that you won't be disturbed at this booth.
Oh, great, and we can chat.
Heck yeah.
So, wait, what were we talking about? I missed everything.
So we have to get JJ some new Astra,
Yeah.
and then we were just trying to figure out like what is going on.
What do we
I think
do?
is the biggest question. We saw someone at the top of the overpass, right? Like
Yeah.
there was someone, and then the mech came alive, and then they were looking for. And I like kind of gently like point towards my bag where the piece is.
And we all know. Like,
And we, So what the
Right.
fuck is going on? Why are they looking for this? What is so important about this?
I don't know.
That they're willing to kill civilians over it?
And that the police are willing to shut down Boggins over it.
I can't. Oh
Sorry.
my god, no, it's fine. It's good. It's good. I don't like not having a job, and I like having something to do.
Oh, wait,
you know
this
what I
is
mean?
technically a job. We
Technically,
should
it is a
get
job.
paid.
We need to get paid. Yeah.
Yeah, all you have to do is submit your tickets to any of the number of bursar's office depots around the city.
Bursar's office depots. Okay.
Amazing.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
How long were you sitting on that?
Today.
Okay, so here's my question regarding what's going on. It's been the same type of like bluish electricity that's animated the mech, and that was flowing around like the specter.
Yeah.
Right? So are we familiar? Like, have you guys experienced that? Do you have any experience with that type of blue electricity, or is this brand new to us?
Can I do an Arcana check to see
I
if I'm
roll it?
familiar
Yeah.
with some of the infusions I've seen?
Yeah,
or like-
yes. Roll, everybody who wants to can roll Arcana about it.
Okay, sounds great. 12.
11.
13.
20.
Whoa.
Wow.
Remember that time Gordon asked a question, then knew the answer?
Yeah.
Asking the question can sometimes spark it in your own brain.
I
Yeah.
remember.
Gordon, you're like a smart guy. We've talked about this a little bit. Is like, where does the magic for your magic muffins come from?
Right.
We've talked about your stand mixer or your kitchen equipment having Astra slots in them to make
right.
magic food with.
Yeah, right.
Or stuff like that.
Right.
You know, maybe part of your guild training is maintenance of the equipment
Right.
that you need. So yeah, I think you have like a decent background knowledge in normal everyday magic stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know enough about where magic, like the origins of magic, high science. This would be like you being a casual expert in particle physics.
Right.
You know what I mean? But one thing you do know is like you're around electromagical devices all the time, and this felt different.
This feels different than the normal thing.
It just like it feels different. Like something inside you feels different about this. Like the energy that came off this mech, that ghost that passed through you.
Right.
Like that there's a feeling that like
It's different.
maybe it doesn't have words yet, but it's different and you know it.
So where my mind goes is wondering if we can find out anything about this if we read up on like the types of monsters and beasts that were prevalent around that time.
But would it be written down if nobody remembers it?
Was Thorgan there?
Was
Ooh.
what?
Well, one thing you know about Thorgan is that he was definitely active during the final days of the war.
Dip.
I might know somebody. You guys I've told you a little bit about Thorgan, my mentor.
Thorgan Boomslang,
Yeah.
The one with the liquid Astra?
the crazy guy.
Yeah. Hey, he's
sorry.
He's not crazy. He's just
He's-
cuckoo banana pants.
he's an eccentric genius who is difficult to understand except for me.
Yeah, that's what I said. Cuckoo banana
No,
pants.
no. He's brilliant man who I have yet to understand because I am not as smart as him. And I start like going through my little notebook of all the things he says. It's like, because his knowledge can only be shared at the Pachonko Parlor because
Yeah, he's the smelly guy at the Pachonko
no,
Parlor.
he's just that's
Pachonko.
just where he does his best work.
Yeah, you see one thing written down in your notebook
Yeah.
that says, when you see two cherries, you must wait for the third cherry.
Yeah, you gotta wait for the third cherry, obviously.
And then I
Right.
look to you two. I'm like, what's happening right now?
I don't know. All the really smart people I know in my family are also a little hard to understand.
See,
so
see,
I think it comes with the territory.
for sure.
All
Absolutely.
three of you are smarter than I am, and I find you all hard to understand. So I'm just flying with
Thank
it right
you.
now.
Thank you.
We should talk to Thorgan. Maybe he'll know something. He's a little secretive, obviously. So I'll have to like warm him up or whatever. But yeah, oh my God, you guys have to meet Thorgan. He's amazing.
What kind of stuff does he like? Should we bring him a
I
gift?
honestly thought that you were kind of making up a guy for a while.
What? Okay. Say more about that. Why don't you?
Well,
you
okay.
thought he was what, like my imaginary friend, like that he wasn't real?
No, I
You
thought
like,
that
what,
maybe
I would like
I
make up a
thought-
guy. I'm just like making up a guy.
I mean,
Like,
it's hard to believe that there's a guy who never leaves the Pachonko
Pachonko.
seat for 2 weeks at a time, 2 months
Yeah,
at a time.
well,
where
okay.
he
It's,
does
not-
his best work.
it's less that I thought that you're making up a guy, but I thought that there were some embellishments to a real person.
Why would I
Oh, I
embellish
see.
such a brilliant man?
Well, because he's the smelly guy at the Pachonko Parlor.
Again, sometimes when you're really in a flow on something, you just like forget to shower.
Got it.
Okay, it happens to the
I
best
do
of
get
us. Not
that.
me because I have a skincare routine. But like generally speaking,
How
I
many
can
steps
see
is your
how that
skincare routine? Because you look stunning.
Thank you so much. It's actually just water, soap, and genetics. But
Also, I just really love the concept of like someone who's not making up a fake boyfriend or girlfriend or partner, but like making up a fake mentor. Like, oh my God, I was hanging out with my mentor the other
He's
day.
so cool and strong and smart, and like he
Doesn't
tells me all his
exist.
wisdom, and yeah. No, he is very real.
Okay, so
and he's a force of nature.
okay, we definitely have to talk to Thorgan. A part of me also wants to. You just reminded me that like no one really remembers the war.
I don't know, like my family was alive during the war. A lot of people remember it.
Yeah, a lot of people remember the war. It just seems like a lot of people don't remember the last time that the specters showed up.
That's
Yeah.
So that's weird, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So does that mean that if this is happening about this, do people also not remember things about the war?
Right.
If this memory thing is happening,
Or-
is this the first time?
Or there might be parts about the war that
People don't remember.
So what
They
if
don't
we?
remember, they don't remember.
Exactly.
What if we split up and
Okay.
some of us go talk to Thorgan, and then I kind of want to go to the library and see what I can read up about the war.
Okay.
You said that Thorgan is good with magic, right?
He's the best with magic.
Could I
is
come
what
as-
I said?
I see what
That's
you mean
fair.
about the embellishing. It does feel a little
Yes.
embellished.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Of course you can.
I'd
Yeah,
love
of
to
course.
come meet him.
I think he's gonna just love you. I think you. Yeah. Absolutely.
He sounds wild.
He is an enigma wrapped inside a riddle, bent over into a question mark. That is a haunting nightmare that I will never fully understand.
A
And
visceral
that is
visual.
why I must keep trying.
Holy
When you meet him,
shit.
you will understand.
Oh, okay, Gordon.
JJ. I don't have access to the same.
Yeah, I was
sections
gonna
of the
say, do
library
you
that-
need an escort into the library?
Yeah, will you go with me?
Yeah,
That would be.
I love the library. It's nice there.
Sorry, the reason I'm so like low key right now is because I'm really anticipating the wedge salads that are gonna be coming soon.
Yeah, the server comes back with the salad course.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna roll and see if it was good or not.
Ooh.
Do you think rolling's going to change the outcome? It's good.
I don't know. It could be an off day.
I think rolling is going to determine whether
Even-
or not Gordon can recognize that it's good or not.
Or
Even-
like what he thinks of it.
Evens, it's good.
Okay.
It's good.
I like that you decided it's 50-50.
I love that. No, because honestly,
if the chef's
it is
having
a
an off
toss-up.
day or not.
Yeah.
Salads are also a tough one. A sad salad is really sad.
Yeah, and a good salad is like, wow.
But the iceberg is really crisp, and the gorgonzola blue cheese dressing is like really, really unctuous, and then there's crispy bacon on top. I rolled for the rest of the meal, and everything was great except for surprisingly the hot garlic rolls.
no.
Oh no, were they burnt?
I don't know. Maybe they were a little burnt, or maybe they were a little undercooked.
They're just not as good as
Yeah, they were
Gordon's.
like soggy in the middle where
Yeah.
you go like, these needed a couple more minutes.
But everything else was evens all the way.
that is
Wow.
one of
Oh wait,
the-
I didn't do the wine. Hold on.
Ooh.
Oh,
Mimosa.
the mimosas. Mimosas were good.
Yeah. You have to order for me anytime we go anywhere now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I trust your judgment.
I
now.
no longer
This
have
is-
free will at restaurants. It's all
Yeah.
Gordon.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we're splitting the party a little bit.
Bum, bum,
But
bum.
like not in a dangerous scenario where
Yeah.
they always talk about it. Like in a nice way where it's a city and you guys can do multiple things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love
Libraries
it.
have a lot of dark corners in them.
Forbidden section.
I think I have one question for you. If we're about to split the party, who's taking the crystal you found at the work site?
Ooh, I'll hold on to it for today.
Yeah.
I did want to talk to you guys about this. I do think this is obviously a really big responsibility, and I don't want any one person to feel like they're in danger. So I was thinking maybe we could do some kind of like handoff system.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
we pick days where one of us holds on to it, just so like one, if someone's looking for it, they won't know who has it. We can come up with some kind of like randomized schedule, just so that we can all like split the responsibility. Because I don't want any one person to feel responsible for this.
That's a
Yeah.
great idea.
No, that's a really smart.
Oh,
Want
thank
me
you.
to take a shift?
I can take it today if we're going to be together, and then I'll give it to you at the end of the day.
Can you pick up a lead box
Oh,
to put
Yeah.
that in?
Yeah. Remind me again, how big is it?
It's big.
It's big.
It's unprocessed, right? So the processed ones, they're either like engine size, so they're like a basketball size thing that goes in a wheel well, or they fit into like wristwatches.
Right.
This one's like softball size, but it's
Okay.
also not perfectly spherical. It's like
Yeah,
got
it's like a-
crystalline faces on it still.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so yeah, probably like a medium
Like a
sized
large dragon fruit.
Yeah,
Ooh,
just like a large dragon fruit.
dragon fruit. I love that. Amazing.
love that.
I thought that you were describing a box that way, and I was like, that's fucked up.
A large dragon fruit shaped box.
That box would hurt.
Yeah.
Is there like a spot on the way to just stop by and grab a quick Astra thing for JJ, or should I do that
Like
later?
a Radio Shack.
Yeah, an Astra shack.
Astra quick.
Ah!
Yeah.
Quick Astra.
There are
Fastra.
Fastra.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, you go to a Fastra depot. They're little sort of automated vending machines. They're like very well. They're almost like ATMs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I always
Like,
feel weird going to these. I don't
Yeah?
know why? Yeah, it's just like, where's the romance? Where's the salesmanship? You know?
Yeah,
but I
didn't-
get it. We're in a rush.
Yeah, I get that. It's nice to be able to choose. But
That's fair. Yeah. It reminds me of those cupcake vending machines.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
And which one is it? Is it 8? Is it which one are we?
8 gig.
Oh.
I'm gonna get 2 8 gigs.
Okay,
and
great.
Just hold on to one.
Yeah. That's smart. I like
Yeah.
that. That's great.
basic Astra crystals are 50 gold.
Dang. Oh my god.
Can I use my parents' credit / finance it?
Yeah, you, as a noble born, can use your parents' credit, but they get the bill.
They do.
Okay. Then yeah, you can put it on the credit card. for
So
sure.
I watch Ibra do this. I don't think I've ever seen you do a transaction before. So I'm like, because I saw how much. What is going on? What's going on? You are in a bee costume.
It's not my money. It's my
Okay.
parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
and
cool. That's nice.
Until they turn off this card, I'm gonna use it.
Why would they turn off the card?
I don't know. I just feel like it's always a possibility if I don't do exactly what they want me to do, and that's getting harder and harder to do every year.
Yeah, cash that in. Cash that in right now. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna ride this while I can.
I get that. I think I kind of have a flashback to like when I was living at home and just thinking about like counting down these days until like I could move out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just and I feel for you in this moment.
Yeah. You can sort of see just written all over Ibra's face the debt that they owe is not financial, but it is deep.
I feel that for sure. I think I recognize that in you, definitely.
Generosity is the sunny side of control.
Yeah.
What the what?
That was beautiful.
I'm gonna write that down.
Wow.
Generosity is
Oh
the
my
sunny side
god, I
of
feel like
control.
I'm bleeding. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I have to move on from that moment, even though I'd like to sit in it just a little bit longer. That's okay. So
I love that.
you punch in, a number on the thing, and it pops out like a little, pinball into the bottom of the vending machine.
Also, how much are bags of holding?
Ooh.
Great question. Hey, Fran, do you want to tell us about that?
I would love to tell you about that. So now that I'm at level 3, because of the subclass I have chosen, one of the items I'm allowed to craft is a bag of holding.
Whoa!
Holy.
So
Making
yeah.
lead boxes left and right.
I think if we have
That's
a lead
better
box,
than a lead
and put it
box.
in, or even without the lead box, just put it in a bag of holding. Then
I think while you're on your
Yeah.
way to the Fastra Depot, Ibra, you ask about bags of holding, like how much
Yeah.
do you think one is, and you start looking in store windows, and the prices are insane.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god! No. We're gonna make it ourselves. We're gonna make it ourselves. You
can do that.
Well, I'm gonna try. And I just
Sweet.
start, I whip out my little notebook and I start like writing down little specs that I see. And then I just start kind of like doing like little equations or just like thinking about infusions and stuff of like, okay, so like, what is it, like spatial? And then like, what kind of magic is a bag of holding based in?
I think it's enchantment magic, right? 'Cause
Enchantment
it's-
magic.
I think a lot of stuff is
Yeah.
when you're laying spells on objects.
Because it's a normal object that becomes magical.
Right.
It's not like, yeah. I think I can do this.
I know you can.
Oh, well, I appreciate
If anyone
that.
can, it's you.
Yeah, I think, but like you have a couple of vials of like that the synthetic liquid stuff that like Thorgan has tossed off to you
Yeah.
in occasional moments, and I think you've been observing some pretty magical stuff in the past few days. You could probably do. Maybe you just have to ask Thorgan one or two questions.
Yeah, I think I'm going to ask Thorgan a couple questions. Now, the bigger question is shoulder bag. Is it like a pocket size thing? Is it a backpack situation? Is it like a messenger situation? We'll talk about that later. We'll workshop that later.
Absolutely.
you pocket it and you're on your way to the bar. Although, let me consider my map here for a moment.
your map.
It turns out
Consider.
the bridge collapse was over in West Minetown, right near the bar. So it's like one district over.
Oh, nice. Oh, great. Could we? Do we walk it or do we like?
The thing about the Bara is that it was built out of a need to get away from work during the early days of the mining city, right?
Yeah, that makes
it's the
sense.
site dedicated to like.
It's very Gold Rush of them.
Yeah, it's a little bit like there's this section where the goddess of delights watches over us and lets us have a good time and put our work behind us. So it is like kind of off on its own little offshoot of the city.
Yeah.
Like you do have to go down it's mostly like a really long strip and then a cul-de-sac at the end.
That makes sense.
So you do kind of have to like go around. You can take a bus.
Did you want to take the Daker?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's
Gotta ask Crotch Rock. It'll get us there fast.
Oh
Let's
my
do it.
God.
Are we? I do think we're gonna get demonetized by Ducati if we keep calling
Probably.
it this. Can we
That's
come
why I
up-
switched to Daker.
It's no, it needs to stay. Can we come up with a name?
Yes.
What does
Ooh.
Ibra call their bike?
Yeah. What
Super
is your
bike.
relationship like with the bike? What does the bike give you?
Freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah. Her name is Frida.
Frida. I like
Okay.
it.
Frida.
You want to take Frida?
Frida. Yeah, let's
Yeah, she's fully charged.
I love it.
Cool.
Frida's a beautiful bike, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I put on the pink hard hat.
I put on my cracked motorcycle helmet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am staring directly at this crack and trying to figure out how to fix it.
You zip out and around down side streets in the direction of the Barra and then glide Frida down that strip until you reach the little offshoot from the main drag of the Barra that only people who live there and are seeking it out tend to know where it is. It's
The Pachonko Parlor.
that Pachonko Parlor. It's like down an alley that's off an alley that like is usually closed off by barricades that somebody put up 10 years ago and people have left up because it's convenient to have the privacy, but like you know where the hole in the gate is.
Yeah, it feels like at some point someone was like, maybe if we just create a little bit of an obstacle, people will be like more likely to avoid it.
Yeah.
And then it's like in the classic with any vice, the obstacle is not what's stopping you.
No.
It's you're gonna do it if you want to do it.
Exactly. And you know who really wants to do it?
Thorgan.
So you walk in over to what you know is his machine.
Yep.
And there he is, just popping copper pieces in, pulling the lever.
Is he up or down today?
Ooh, let's roll for it.
Roll
Let's
for
roll
it.
for it. Oh, he's up today.
Ooh.
He's up a little bit. He's like enough that he'll come back tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's all he needs. I think I pull up a little, because there's like little stools around. So this is normally what I do is I will pull up a little stool, sit next to him. And then I think
Is it a shorter stool?
It's a shorter stool. Of course it is.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm like a child. Sitting next to a parent.
Yeah.
It's not a good situation.
No, it's-
You said stool. All I'm imagining is one of those blue chairs.
Yeah, just the little plastic. It's like, it might, you know what it is? It's not a chair. It's one of those little steps that you use to like reach a high shelf.
Yes.
And they're just around. And so
Yeah.
I'm sitting on that and I kind of slowly start to hold the cup of coins for him, which is usually like the role that I take on in this situation.
Oh, no.
And so I kind of wait for him to take notice that he is no longer holding the coin and I am holding the coin.
Sure. Can you roll a charisma save?
A charisma save, you say?
No.
Let's see here.
Can I support?
You can support or you can make your own roll. What do you think?
I think I'll help.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only have a +2. I don't
That's
think that'll
fine.
help.
You can like tug on his sleeve.
Yeah, I think I want to
He's
like.
in the zone.
But I feel like he should know before you grab his money.
Well, this is what I normally do.
Yeah, but he doesn't know. He normally knows you're here.
Well, yeah, I'm the only one who talks to him.
Let me just.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll again.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Ooh, that is a 17.
Yeah. So when Ibra clears the throat, Thorgan goes, "Fran, you must tell your friend when I'm in the zone to not disturb.
I tried to tell. I'm sorry.
You are always looking out for me, my dear one.
Of course.
What can I do for you today?"
Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you. Well, this is my friend, Ibra. And Ibra wanted to learn a little bit about your line of work. And I had a couple questions for you because I am trying to craft a bag of holding.
Oh, the bag of holding. You are dabbling in the magical enchantment size of things. Oh, I love it. I love a good enchantment.
Oh, good. Great. Would you perhaps have any wisdom you would want to impart to help me with this?
He makes to start divulging secrets, and then he looks at Ibra again.
Ooh.
I'm going to roll something for Thorgan.
Ooh.
I still look very bloody. I'm only at half health.
Yeah. And I think that the bumps and bruises on your head and like maybe, you know, a cut that's like stopped bleeding does a little bit to obscure your birthmark. And Thorgan takes a scrutinizing look at you for a moment and then just goes, "Your friend seeks the mystical secrets of the ways of magic." And he like prestidigitates like a couple of sparks.
Whoa. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk.
All this and more can be yours if you study the dark ways.
The dark ways. The dark ways.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Look at the look on his face.
Look on your face. Classic Thorgan.
You treat magic this way, you are not ready. Magic is a science you can learn. Anyone can learn the secrets if you study long and hard enough.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I want to.
Step 1, takes coin.
No.
Persistence.
We're gonna be here for a while. And those are the moments that I'm like waiting for, like hours and hours and hours of stuff that doesn't make any sense and is like whatever. And then every once in a while, it's just like a little bit of something.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's pulling. He has a run of like a couple in a row where like nothing's happening, and he gets back into like a flow state, and he goes, "Why is he sudden interest in magical ways? You have always been crafter of fine garment."
Well, you were around during the war, right?
Many of us were around during the war.
Right. We might be dealing with some stuff that's not, what's the word? Normal. We have sort of started interacting with a lot of magical sort of encounters lately. And I think I need to take my studies somewhere that I can use what I need to protect people.
He stops mid-motion putting a coin into the slot and looks at you dead in the eye. And his eyes are a little like roomy and watery on the best of days, but like through the little bit of teariness, like he's looking dead at you, which is, usually he's like kind of...
Yeah, he's not, yeah.
He's looking dead at you. He goes, "Say return.
What?
You tell me what is going on right now. And he starts getting super
Whoa,
agitated.
okay,
Whoa,
wait,
it's okay.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's me. It's okay. It's me. It's Fran.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Okay,
Oh
great.
my god. Whoa.
Spicy. So spicy.
21.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, so you sort of like grab him by the shoulders and
Thorgan, it's okay. It's okay. It's me. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. What happened just now? Where'd you go?
I was back there. The kinds of things we see. We pray we do not see them again.
What did you see?
Tell me what is going on. You two tell me right now.
Okay. I tell him about the Boggins Bistro encounter, and then I tell him about the mech, and then I kind of gesture to Ibra of like, as you can see.
And I explain what happened with overpowering JJ's Astra and how that's the only reason I'm here, and how I have a deep need to understand more about magic now.
He points at his temple and points to you, Ibra, and he goes, that is the problem. I think we do not know the source of these things.
Okay.
We meddle. We are troublesome. We fool around with these crystals like we know what they do. They create wonders. Do we know where they come from? No, we do not know. I warned them. I tried to warn them all.
Wait, what? Wait, who did you try to warn?
Those fools who build an entire city upon a phenomenon we do not understand.
The constellation?
This whole place.
The Astra?
The constellation, the low town, the deep mines.
Yeah, we built it on top of an astro reserve. That makes sense. This is where all the magic comes from. That's what powers the city. What is that? What is... That makes sense.
Wait, do you not use Astra?
No, my friend.
Thorgan has something else.
He reaches deep into his like ratty shirt, and you hear like the clunking around of like a big chest of tools rattling around, and then he pulls from his shirt another vial of the liquid synthetic stuff.
Yeah, and you've seen me use these. That's what I dipped the bullets in.
Yeah.
That's where you get this.
Thorgan was the original innovator in this space. You
Whoa.
figured out how to do something nobody else figured out how to do, which was like harness raw magic and put it in things.
Yes, I distill the raw magic into this form. It comes from the ground in this crystalline form. Yes, sure, it may be a little more stable, maybe a little more reliable day to day. Who am I to say? What I know is I know where this come from.
Where does it come from? You've never told me before.
He's a long and complicated synthesization. Synthesization is a hard word to say in a French accent.
That is.
Give it another pass.
Synthesization.
Synthesization.
Because there's so much Z and R and yeah.
The method to synthesize is long drawn out process, not only to me.
Would you teach me, please?
I tried to teach people once. They shut me down. They lock me away. And he looks around the Pachonko Parlor. I have learned the price of sharing my secrets.
Fran would never. You know that. You know Fran.
Ibra, roll persuasion.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Boom!
Yeah.
You know, Fran, you are not my first student. Many have come here to seek my wisdom from the Pachonko Parlor. But do you know that you are the one who keeps coming back? Perhaps I can teach you my ways. You must improve
Okay.
your base of knowledge.
Okay.
And he reaches back into his shirt, more clunking around, pulls out a business card.
Oh my God.
At one
Okay.
point, it was really pristine and white and just had like a nice, like, one calling card, but it's been crumpled up into his shirt pocket for so long. He kind of has to like
Just like a
unfold
little
it.
wiggly.
Yeah, and like the integrity of the card stock is like a little bit secure for how many times it's been
like
folded.
Yeah,
Fuzzy.
it's like could dissolve if
Yeah.
you like touch it for long enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he like tries to smooth it out on his pant leg
Oh,
a little
careful,
bit.
careful. I might rip.
You tell them Sorgan sends you for deeper knowledge.
I take it. I'm beyond. Like I feel incredible right now. Like this is what I've wanted like for so long. And
Yeah.
What does it say? What does it say?
What does it
I'm
say?
not there.
Yeah.
But what does it say?
What does it say? What does it say?
What does the card say?
It has an address on it.
And nothing else?
Nothing else.
Whoa.
I think like Ibra, you see me like visibly shaking. I'm so excited.
I'm gonna take a picture of the paper
Yeah,
just
yeah,
in case
yeah.
it falls apart.
That's fair.
Just
That's
let me
fair.
click.
The address is, you look at the address and you're like, oh yeah, that's in West Minetown. I know
Yeah.
exactly where that is.
Yeah.
And then, maybe because it was such a recent event, it only occurs to you like a second later that now that address is in the middle of the dustpan, right underneath the broken heart where it fell. Thorgan looks at you, and I think, Fran, that you get a sense that like maybe he's finally seeing you for
Yeah.
the first time.
Yes.
There are dangers. You must find them. You must not fall victim to them. You must not fall for their wiles, the things they can promise. Swear to me, girl.
I swear. And then I do a little pinky promise.
He like furrows his brow and kind of like cocks his head to one side and like around your pinky to the other side, and then like tentatively
Yeah.
takes your pinky in his.
Yeah.
And you shake it, and he's like, "What is this? What is this new gesture the kids are doing?"
It's
I
a
don't-
pinky promise.
The pinky's promise. Okay, whatever.
It means that it means I'll do it.
You
Okay,
promise to
great.
cut off your pinky if you don't.
In my day, we just give our word, but this is also fine.
I will give you my word.
I'm not going to cut off your pinky, but don't do it.
I won't do that. Yeah. I give you my word. I will thank you.
You bless me with a glimmer of hope this day, girl.
Okay.
Perhaps our city is not as destined to fall as I once believed.
I'm losing it. Like in turn, I'm keeping it cool, but inside I'm like, oh my God. Okay.
Thank you, Thorgan. Sorry for startling you.
And you, ami de Fran.
Yes.
You are only now just starting your path upon the magical secrets. One thing I tell you, find an alternate source. The Astra is dangerous. This is why I come up with alternatives. You follow my latest student.
Yeah.
Find other ways.
Okay. I'll be Fran's student. Cool.
Great. Amazing. Thank you, Thorgan.
You are welcome. The first time he's probably ever acknowledged you saying thank you.
Yeah. Oh my God. Sorry.
This is so hype.
I'm so
I
excited.
think I get the hype now. He's pretty cool.
In the back of my brain, I'm thinking like, thank the fuck that that this went well, because I remember like even just the last time I saw him, where it was he ripped the shirt I gave him, and he had like my blueprints stuck to his sweaty chest, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, he's pretty cool, right? Pretty cool, pretty cool guy.
He's inconsistent.
He's always that cool, actually.
You get a text saying, Fran wasn't lying.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
I want to meet him at some point.
I'm still kind of half out.
I really, I need to know
Sure.
who this dude is, actually. It is killing me inside.
Hey there, it's Misha. This is the rest stop. Come take a break beside the path with me, just until we catch our breath. First up, of course, a big shout out to our patrons over on patreon.com/wanderingpathpod, to our newest patron, Hannah C., and as always, to our Voyager level patron, JWX. Thanks for helping us keep the lights on and the blanket fort over our heads. We hope you're enjoying this week's blooper reel, our ad-free feed, and whatever else we cook up. We're working on getting together an illustration of New Prosper from above, and our patrons will be able to see it first. So, if you want any of those things, or if you just want to bring us life, sustain us, and bring us to new seasons, one more time, that's patreon.com/wanderingpathpod. Another way to sustain us is by reaching out and letting us know you like the show. Podcasting is weird sometimes in that you just kind of toss audio files into the void and hope somebody out there finds them. So if you did find us and you like us, we love to hear that. You can reach out to us with questions and comments at the contact form at our website, wanderingpathpod.com. You can leave us a review on whatever platform you listen on, preferably 5 stars if you please. You can find us on social media. Bex has been posting Wandering Path memes on our Instagram, and I know there's such a narrow band of audience out there for them, but I think they're really funny. And if you like our show, you probably will too. Please get in touch. We cannot wait to keep hearing from you. Okay, that's it for now. Let's get back on the path and back to the show. Meanwhile, across town, JJ and Gordon.
Bum, bum, bum.
Did we take your tuk-tuk or did we take the bus?
Tuk-tuk.
Okay, cool.
Tuk-tuk.
I do like how we sort of have, like, among the 4 of you, we do have 2 vehicles that can kind of go
Yes.
different places. It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I do
I
love...
do miss the bus, but this
Do you
is
want to have
fine,
taken the
too.
bus?
No, we can't leave your tuk-tuk here.
That's true.
And then if you take the tuk-tuk, you'll be there so much sooner than I will be.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to separate. I'm not going to
Yeah.
put you on the bus and me take the tuk-tuk. That
Yeah.
would be the shittiest of friend moves.
On your way around to the come-up, you run into some bumper-to-bumper traffic.
Okay.
And you know I'm going to do it later.
I know.
I know, but it's just so fun for us.
Yeah.
All right, go. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Do as much traffic noise as you want. Ready? Go.
I'll be the tuk-tuk.
Hey, get out of there! Move! Move! You can't move this button! Do you see what's happening? Move!
Do you want to buy this fruit?
What fruit was it?
That's how you can tell that New Prosper's in California.
Okay, so we're sitting in the tuk-tuk in traffic.
Yeah, people are honking, beeping, getting pretty agitated. JJ and Gordon, will you roll perception to see if you can see what's going on?
Wow. Shit.
No.
6.
23.
Whoa. Gordon, I think that you're a little bit worried. Like, the tuk-tuk does not have a great engine, and leaving it stalling in traffic is, like, not what it's designed for.
Yeah.
This thing really wants to, like... Yeah. JJ, you lean out the side of the tuk-tuk and kind of, like, oh, you're a half-dwarf, so you're shorter. Maybe you, like, get out and, like, clamber up a little bit, like lift yourself, like chin up yourself to the roof a little bit.
There's a little ladder on the side.
Yeah. And I think you spot way down the way a traffic signal, like at an intersection, going haywire. Blinking bright lights, flashing like different colors, almost blinding. Clearly malfunctioning.
Yeah.
It's like a ray of light.
Yeah, a little bit.
There's something wrong with the light up ahead. Yeah, that's not right.
You can see one lone traffic guard in big white gloves and another high-vis vest, sort of overwhelmed by the amount of traffic trying to run through this intersection.
Oh,
JJ, what's going on? What's happening?
I got this.
And I clamber down.
Yeah?
Also I put on my high visibility vest
Okay.
to like safely walk through traffic.
Yeah, sure.
Get out of the tuk-tuk and you hear me as you walk away. I go, what do you mean you got this?
I think it'll be fine. You might want to turn off your engine, though. It doesn't sound very good. We'll still be here for a bit. Hold on. Excuse me. Pardon. Sorry. What? I'm ducking like under like mirrors, side mirrors and stuff. Sorry.
Gord turns off the tuk-tuk and like gets out and starts running after JJ. No high-vis vest.
I'm obsessed.
Excuse me. Pardon. Okay. Getting under. No. Stop your car. Okay. Hi, officer.
They take the whistle out of their mouth and they go, please return to your vehicle.
Do you need help with the light?
The minute they stop to turn to talk to you, 2 vehicles try to go, and they, like, low-key collide in the center.
Oh.
Like,
Whoa!
Okay.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Who are you?
I'm with the guild engineer, the craftsman guild. I can take a look at it.
Yeah, will you please take a look?
Okay. I take a look at the light.
Okay. This gets into your, like, a little bit of your mechanist training, right? Do you have proficiencies that you could apply here?
Let me see. I have Tinker's Tools proficiencies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll intelligence with proficiency.
I'm so obsessed with this group of smart people.
8 plus.
Man, that almost bounced to like a 19, and then it rolled as an 8 at the last moment.
Man, the die has
8.
so many faces, and it could really be any one of them, couldn't it?
Yeah.
What's 8 plus 5? 13?
8 plus 5 is 13. No, yes.
Cool. 13.
8 plus 5 is 13, yeah.
Great. Thank you for double checking my math, everyone.
Yeah. With a 13, you crack open the control panel for the traffic signal off on one of the street corners. You pop it open. It's a pretty complicated, like, mesh of circuitry and a control board and wires, and like there's no astrocrystal in it because it leads down into the grid. The circuits on the board light up where they are powered, and similar to the traffic signal above, the circuits inside the board are like crackling and lighting up different patterns where, I mean, you're pretty sure they should all just be lit up.
Yeah.
You can smell a little bit of ozone as you look at this thing. The way it crackles, like it gives off like a couple of sparks here and there.
Cool. I will send a quick pager text to my other dad who works in electrical. That's like, there's a problem with the grid over in... And then most traffic signals and lights have demarcations, like
for sure.
a numerical system for them. That's real. So I just like send that code over just as a thing's like, I'll try and do a quick fix, but this is probably a synchronization error as well.
Sure. I think it's a little more complicated than a 13 can totally fix.
Yeah.
Can you roll me sleight of hand, please?
14.
Okay. You get in there. It's a little more complicated than you can solve. You try like rerouting power at one point, you know, from one circuit, like you move a little like fiber optic cable from one part of the board to the other, and like a different part of the traffic signal starts going haywire, and you're plucking around, but like this is not really your area. You're not going to take any damage, but when you plug in one of the things, you get like just a little like burn mark on the tip of your finger.
That feels devious to me, just saying.
I think, JJ, you have a moment where the last time you took lightning damage, electrical damage, was during the fight. Something about the sensation like just puts you right back there for a little
Yeah, my eyes start darting around just in case something else starts coming to life.
Yeah, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
22.
Wow.
22.
Cleric.
For a moment, you're sent back into the fight at the construction site in this fight with the arcade, and your nose fills with the smell of ozone, and the back of your throat you taste a little bit of acid bitterness, the taste of adrenaline, and your heart spikes for a moment. But you calm down, you take a moment, you take a breath, you realize that nothing's attacking you. It's just a control board.
Okay. I don't think I can fix this, but I do want to help the traffic flow.
Well, you may not know the intricacies of this control unit in their entirety, but I mean, you know where the power switch is.
Yeah. I think it'll be better off if this is just powered down.
Okay.
To avoid the lights changing and just let the crossing traffic guard be the only signal.
Okay.
Damn. I am not doing great in my studies right now. Officer, I'm so sorry. I think this is going to be more complicated. I'll shut it off. I already alerted the Mechanists Guild as well that there's trouble in the area, but I'll shut it off, and at the very least it might be a little less confusing. But
Yeah, without stopping in the signal pattern, just sort of like, you know, salutes to you, and in a vaguely grateful gesture.
Gordon hands you what's the fruit that they're selling on the street? Because while you were doing that, I walked across to the cellar.
Sliced mango.
I think it's cubed zig fruit.
There it is.
Nice.
I literally hand you like a little wax paper of zig fruit, and my mouth is full of cubed zig fruit.
Oh, thanks. A little under, but good.
Tiny bit.
Yeah.
Rolls.
Yeah, when it's
Bad.
underripe, it has a little less zig, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was odd.
It's got more zag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
little bit of a zag fruit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
While turning off the things like, okay, everyone, be safe, take turns. It won't make it faster if you rush.
Oh, jeez.
It's fine. Everyone's just a little bit frustrated.
Back to the tuk-tuk.
I mean, we do. It is stopped in now moving traffic, so let's get there quickly. Excuse me. Sorry. Pardon.
We get back in the tuk-tuk. It maybe takes me a couple key turns to get the engine to turn back over because it was so stressed, but it puts back to life.
And you're back on your way across the city. You get over to the come up with no further delay.
Bad intersection.
That one bad intersection seems like an isolated incident for today. You head over to the come up. Which library are you going to visit?
You wanted to look into the past wars and stuff, right?
The wars, yeah.
We should probably head to the School of Rhetoric. They'll probably have the most stuff about it there.
The School of Rhetoric is housed in buildings very reminiscent of like American government buildings that are like big dome on top and like large white columns that like there's no connection to ancient design principles. Like somebody clearly came up with this aesthetic and applied it to this building. It stands out a little bit from like the more ordinary student housing around it by trying to look as officious and stately as a building can. So the first thing that hits you as soon as you cross the threshold is like silence in the library, strictly adhered to in this building. Like the air almost like presses down, trying to keep you quiet.
I look at JJ with sort of a like what do we do? Everything gonna be fine? Are we cool kind of look?
Yeah, just keep your voice down. We can try and book a private study room.
We hear from like across the hall.
I vague hand signals towards the, I guess like the catalog of like computers, or are we doing card catalog in this day and age?
Good question.
We haven't talked about this already?
I think there's probably a different answer for each of these different schools.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think for the School of Rhetoric library, yeah, I think they're probably still in the process of transferring their physical card catalog into a text database.
Yeah. Actually, Gordon, we might have to talk to someone at the reference desk for this one.
That sounds... Sorry. I look across to the reference desk and I lock eyes with you and I like do like a 2-finger point, you know, like sort of like military style.
I salute back at you and then we march over to the reference
Quietly
desk.
march. We march as quiet as possible.
It's like our knees come up, but then like as our feet come down, it's really soft.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. We're very straight backs.
There's a Capra librarian at the reference desk who, in a low, sweet voice, kind of says, "Hello, how can we help you today?"
Hi, we're
ASMR going to a library.
There we go.
We are looking for.
Yeah. No, you got to do it.
Hold on.
Everyone strap in. Here we go.
Hi, we're looking for materials on the war, information about the Balrogs, and we'd like to know if there's a study room available that we can do some collaborative work in.
Yeah.
Sure, I can sign out study room 3 if you'll just sign here. Sign the sign out form here.
Thank you so much. Gordon takes a pen out from the thing and signs it, and it sounds like.
Okay, I'll have a page bring you some text.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Right. Which direction is it again?
It's over there. And 2 stacks down. Over to the right.
Thank you.
You can't miss it.
Okay.
We appreciate it. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Hold on, let me just get, before we get out of this little section of the scene, I'm just going to get some quick library Foley for you. Okay.
I'm so happy.
This was so much fun.
I love it so much.
So fucking stupid.
I love an ASMR where it's like a receptionist checking you into a hotel.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So funny.
I love it.
This made me so happy.
I'm so happy.
We can speak normally in the study room.
Yeah,
correct?
you can.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I always forget that the vibes here are...
Intimidating.
Yeah, that's the right word. I was gonna say, stifling.
Stifling. Stifle timid? Never mind.
Huh?
Nothing.
Stifle dating.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, about 5 minutes later, you hear a soft knock on the door of your study room, and then the door swings open and like slams closed, and someone comes in and goes, "What up, dorks?"
Oh!
Samira brings you a bunch of references.
Hell yeah.
Why did you? Oh my god.
I know, the vibe's so intimidating in here, right? I thought it'd be funny.
This place is terrifying.
I know, I love it here.
What?
JJ is just holding their whole shocked, just absolutely shocked.
Rubbing their eyeballs.
Yeah.
I'm working my off hours. Where you guys been?
I hate you so fucking much.
Little girl!
Yeah.
You guys looking at war stuff?
Yeah.
Yep.
We just need to. There's just some weird stuff happening around the city, and I just want to know a little bit more. Do you have any recommendations on like books I can start with?
Yeah, she sort of sorts through the stack with you. Yeah, she's gonna give you the help action on your investigation.
Ooh, yeah.
So, how are you? How are you? You good? You chilling? What's up?
Can you roll deception for me?
Gordon reads in the corner.
Jay chillin'.
Oof.
I think that's a flat 10.
Don't know about that.
Yeah, that is a flat 10.
Smear's like, I'm good. Classes, library hours, are you okay?
Finger guns.
No.
Oh no.
You finger guns?
I finger guns.
From the corner, Gordon looks over just a second and goes, oof.
Yeah, it's like, is this for class or?
Yeah, I mean, I got some independent study going on. Well, stuff happened at Boggins yesterday, and that was a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm knowing that she doesn't remember, and also remembering how scared she was, JJ is like trying to avoid saying too much. And then there's the bridge collapse, and well, we got a special assignment from Gwen to look into some of that stuff, and
Oh, that's sick.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a lot, but it's all really interesting, and, learning about the history of the city, I think, is going to be really important for it.
Yeah, I super agree. There's a lot going on in the city with people who are just sort of plowing into the future, and I think it doesn't really respect the foundations all the time. You gotta build on what's there, and a lot of people are just willing to knock stuff down.
I think you're right about that. I don't know, we're kind of grasping at straws for a lot of it. We don't really know what's going on, but as far as I know, it's some stuff tied with maybe infrastructure and history, and maybe there's some stuff from the wartime era that could be insightful about it, and we're really not working off much. It's kind of a lot. And oh my gosh, the bridge collapse turned into a whole thing.
Yeah, I heard that, more of it crashed. Is that real?
Yeah, there was a malfunction with one of the mechs, and we got everyone out, though.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you think it's gonna, take even longer to rebuild now?
Probably. It took out an entire other top section of the whole thing.
Whoa.
It was really bad. Cleanup is gonna be rough, and I don't think my dad should be on site anymore, but, him.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably a good call.
Yeah.
When does his paternity leave start?
I don't know, it should have started already, but you can't keep that man away from work.
I know, that's Paul, though.
That's Paul. He's always at the grindstone.
Grimace.
Just big grimace.
Yeah. She goes, okay, well, right on. I'll see what else I can find and bring you some stuff.
Yeah, and if you hear about anything weird, will you let me know?
Yeah, sure. You're the boss lady now.
That's me. And I finger guns again.
Is this? Are we doing this now?
I don't know. It's I was trying something new.
She gives her finger gun a little kiss and then points at you and winks.
And then I really melodramatically clutch my hand over my heart and fall over, but then actually trip over one of the chairs and actually fall for real.
Yeah.
I love that you give yourself obstacles. I think that's such a beautiful thing as a player to give yourself status differential.
My charisma is at a flat 10.
No, I love it.
It's
I love
so
it.
good.
It's really good.
Yeah, Samir's like, whatever, dork. Pulling back.
All right.
Yeah. JJ and Gordon, go ahead and roll investigation for
Here
me.
we go.
If we have help, are we both at
Yeah,
advantage?
you both have help. So roll with advantage, please.
Yes.
Oh my god, so bad. Gordon, help me.
19.
Whoa,
yeah.
there it is.
Investigation.
Hell yeah.
15.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I just rolled a 3 and a 10.
I'm looking for stories similar to what we're experiencing now, in ways that will give us clues as to like maybe where to go next or what to investigate. So stories of, specters, or like blue electrical currents doing crazy things, or
Okay.
anything relating to this magic that we're seeing.
And I'm going to be looking at the history of Astra.
We'll do Gordon first. Gordon, you're looking for phenomena from the war that are similar to the stuff you're experiencing now,
Yeah.
which is hard to do because the city was built after the war, right? So like before the city was built, before the end of the war, life across the planet was pretty different. It was very much like a sort of an apocalyptic scenario. People were like, almost all of civilization was retreating to these massive flying fortresses and like getting off the ground, fighting a ground offensive against a massive force. Like life was just so different. With a 19, I think what you find is an account of some sort of mission to clear out a cave network that the Balvaroks lived in.
Oh.
That was like it was before the fortress was founded here. It was before the mine was founded. Like this was 100 years ago kind
Right.
of story where a soldier was separated from their group and surrounded by a herd of Balvaroks. And the beasts cast some kind of spell between them, some kind of magic force that, as it's described, ran through this ring. Their horns lit up a blue-white and created some destructive force in the middle.
That they were all working together to create, or sort of like conducting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's notable because when, you're reading through dozens of accounts of these things, but like the color, the description of the energy is specific and like
Blue, white.
pings something in your brain.
Yeah. Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
More floating cities than just ours over the planet?
A few.
A few left over. A lot at the time, less now.
With a 19, it seems like there were some, and that over the course of the war, they lost touch with each other. They were in communication, and then over the course of the war, fell out of touch with each other.
Wow. So as far as we're concerned, really, we might be the only place with one left.
As far as you know, there are neighboring towns that are getting bigger with the rebuild effort that sort of rely on New Prosper for industry still. But as far as other cities with other fortresses that were built out of other fortresses across the globe, yeah, not in contact.
Right, might be on another continent.
Or something, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, because I don't think we've gone. It doesn't seem like a world in which you do a lot of jet setting, traveling. It feels very local.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
This war account with the Balvaroks and the ring, does it mention where that happened, and is that close to us?
It doesn't. It mentions again, this was during the war where everyone sort of fled the surface. So there wasn't a solid map anymore.
Right.
Towns were overrun and destroyed, or remnants were left behind. This just says in the course of the war in some cave system.
Oh, okay, great. So that is something, because we do live, as described, on the precipice of a giant sinkhole.
Yeah, true.
Great. Okay, cool. Good.
Yeah.
JJ, what you'll find is that the history of Astra is, it goes back to the war. It seems like during the war, it was a very well-known substance that it was in, people knew about it, that it was part of daily life, maybe not built into city civilization electronics infrastructure, but accounts from the time of the war don't treat and we found this new magical substance, it was known to them. And then Samira starts looking for older texts from before the war, if she can find them. I was thinking about what you said, and I went into the tier 2 section, and I thought I might find something. I don't even have access to a lot of the really old texts, but this was the oldest one I could find. And what you find is that Astra was a known substance for centuries. The history of Astra is ancient.
Yeah, it wasn't this new material that has just suddenly cropped up. It's,
No, it's been around.
It's been around, and then we found new ways to harvest and manipulate it through the course of the war.
Yeah, when civilization retreated to these fortresses, when they took sort of a more wartime footing, a lot of like R&D around Astra, if you could call it that. Like a lot of experimentation by engineers was towards the war effort in trying to use it to save their own skins from the Balrog's hordes.
Yeah.
And one thing you both get again is that the war ended very suddenly. It was like one day somebody did something and the war was over.
But we don't know what that thing is.
Yeah, I think, can you roll history for me?
It's a 20.
Whoa.
Dirty 20.
Whoa.
Yeah, same. 2 dirties.
Ooh.
2 DTs.
So what you guys know about it is mostly like propaganda. You know, it's a lot of like, we finally put all of our effort and all of our ingenuity into a last final weapon that we used, and just like that, we won the war.
Sure.
Like a confidential, like it's
and
confidential
just like
enough.
that, yeah.
It would be like if we couldn't see the material ramifications of using like a nuke. Right?
Yeah, I would say it's very similar to a
Yeah.
nuke. It's like, you know, they were working on that in the desert for 3 years, and
Yeah.
then one day they were like, and now we have this thing, and now we're going to win the war.
Well, especially also if so much of the conflict is taking place maybe underground, right? And so you can't see what happened.
Well, with those 20s and with the research you're doing now, like let's bring these two checks into each other. You're looking at history of accounts from the war. This war took place around the entire planet. It pushed the forces of knowledge and civilization to abandon their homes into last-ditch flying fortresses. And they set off one thing in one place and the war was over?
That sounds fishy. That sounds fishy as hell.
It would have to be, I think, something environmental, like killing an ant colony, right?
Right.
You either flood the whole colony, or you introduce something into the colony that gets transmitted throughout, and then they all die.
Right, because one colony is one colony, and if we're talking about the entire world, that's a different thing.
So, what would that be?
Samira stares at the pile of books on the table in the study room in front of you. Whatever that thing was, it's not going to be in a library that the public can access.
I think
You know,
you're right.
I don't think they're just going to leave this around. Do you?
I don't think so. This is going to be under really tight security.
I write down on a piece of paper GWEN ? And I slide it across the table to JJ.
That's our one outlet, I think. Or other people who were around during the war. Thanks, Samira. You did not have to spend your whole work hours with us.
Are you kidding? I got to spend my entire work hours hanging out with my buds. This was dope.
Okay.
High five.
Yeah, she high-fives back for sure.
Heck yeah. And then I think I turned to JJ. So I had already pitched Gwen, which feels like a medium pitch. And then
I do have to call her, actually,
we
about
should
today.
call Gwen.
Yeah. There are payphones right outside, because, it's really quiet and terrible in here.
What about Ravona?
Well, Ravona wasn't around during the war.
No, absolutely.
No, she's too young.
But might she have access?
I mean, she might, but I don't know. I don't really know how to feel.
Yeah.
I'd rather explore other outlets first.
Great. Love that.
I could maybe even talk to my parents or my grandma. Ibra's parents were around during the war. And then maybe even Paz's mom said some stuff. There are many options before we
Ravona.
talk to Ravona, although we'll probably see her sooner than we'd like, regardless.
Okay, so we've got underground, we've got white-blue electrical magic, and we've got a weapon.
We've got a weapon. There's a lot there. We're really only scratching the surface, huh?
Yeah. And then my stomach grumbles again. I'm like, I'm kind of getting hungry. Are you getting hungry?
Yeah, there are food carts outside the library.
Ooh, what do they have?
They got hot dogs.
Mm-hmm.
There's one lady with churros, and she's the best.
Great. And is there a third?
And there is one that is kind of shawarma.
That.
Okay,
Let's get kind of shawarma.
all right. I don't recommend that place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the guy's kind of a jerk.
Wait, hold on. I don't know. Dice says it's good.
Okay. Even if the food's good, the guy...
The guy's a jerk.
Yeah, the guy's kind of a jerk.
The other thing too is I feel like Gordon doesn't care about the service if the food is good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just give me good kind of shawarma.
You guys head back out of the library. You load your reference books back on Samira's cart to have her return to the shelves. And you head outside. Gordon, you head down to the food carts. Now the sun's setting for real. The sky's getting a little orange. This has been your afternoon. But JJ, you head over to the payphones around the side of the building.
Call up Gwen's office. It rings a few times.
Megan picks up the phone.
Department of Labor Resources.
Hello, this is JJ Calderon.
Oh, sure. Hi.
Calling about our assignment
The intern.
from Gwen. Yes, but we received a special assignment from Gwen,
Yeah,
from the magistrate, our lady magistrate,
sure.
ma'am, boss. She asked us to call her when we had information.
Okay, I will put you through.
Can you roll insight for me?
This was so wonderfully awkward.
Oh, 17 plus 5, 22.
Whoa.
Megan is like kind of a problematic coworker.
Yeah.
I think in this moment you can, like, when she says, "Oh, the intern," I think you can hear a little bit of like jealousy.
Oh. Thanks, Megan. How are you? How's your day going? Is it good?
Going fine. I'm gonna transfer you to Gwen now.
Okay. Have a good day. Thank you for your help.
Yep. Please hold.
Even though JJ is really insightful about people, they don't know what to do about it.
Yeah, knowing
that's
what
what
their
they do.
emotions is and doing something about it. Are two
Yeah.
totally
What would you
different
do
things.
if you knew someone was jealous of you? Because it's like no matter what you do, you know that it's going to be perceived
Exactly.
wrong.
Yeah.
So it's like, I guess I'm just going to keep living my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's advice to all of us.
True. Look directly into the camera.
Come for the story, stay for the life wisdom. Gwen picks up the phone after a couple of rings.
JJ, hello.
Hi. We checked out the bridge site today.
Yes, how did it go?
Not ideally. I think there is subterfuge and conspiracy afoot that is causing and accelerating infrastructural collapse. I think we have a lot more to tell you, but I think it would be best to do so in person. Can we set a time and date in your very busy schedule for a meeting?
Sure, of course. Very concerning. We'll get something on the books tomorrow morning.
Great. Let everyone know.
Will Ravona be joining you?
Oh. Probably not.
Okay, yes, she's very busy, of course.
Yep. It'll just be us. Thank you.
Nope, she rolled bad.
Yeah. Just kind of frozen, holding the phone.
She goes,
Excellent. Well, I'm excited to hear your first report from the field.
Thank you. Yes, it'll be me and my companions.
Yes.
and you hear the flipping of a page.
Ibra, and, you said your friends, Fran Weaver and Gordon Baker, correct?
Oh, yes. I think so. That sounds familiar.
I'm looking very forward to meeting them. I am really looking forward to what you have to say. I know that I may not be able to retain certain information as we've discussed, but I'm no less concerned, and I still want to know what's happening as much as I can.
We'll obviously do our best.
I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
Thank you.
Tomorrow morning in my office, then.
Perfect. We will be there.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Well, have a good evening. Rest up. I'd say whatever it was, you probably earned it.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
Goodbye.
I almost forgot that Gwen ends every phone call with goodbye.
Goodbye. So
I love
funny.
clarity.
Gordon walks back over with the kind of shawarma and a full mouth and goes, "Oh my god, shawarma's so good. You're right, that guy's so rude."
He's like, the food is really good, but he's so unpleasant, and he's yelled at me several times where I don't know if it's worth it. Give me a bite.
Give me a bite.
You just need somebody to order for you.
Gordon, I think you went up to the cart and you like ordered something, and the guy was like, "No, you don't order that. I give you something better." And like it hands you, like it's really good, but like it's not what you ordered.
At
But
all.
it is better than what you ordered.
Yeah.
But also, you should give people what they order.
Poor
One of
customer
those
service.
guys. I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
those guys, yeah.
Yeah. Good food, though.
It's really good.
Oh.
I text everyone. It's like, meeting at Gwen's tomorrow in the morning. How are things at Pachonko? Did you win?
She wasn't lying about Thorgan.
Oh!
Sweet.
I still am so curious.
No, not at all. Crazy.
What do you mean? You're not even curious a little bit?
You'll see what I'm talking about.
What? Have you met him?
I've seen him. I got a party point. Look at that.
Party point. For
Absolutely,
sure.
yeah,
You met him?
100%.
I've seen him.
Better than meeting him. I've seen
So
him.
funny.
The sun dips back down to bathe Lower Prosper in orange sunlight as the day well and truly gets on. Y'all have sort of been assigned individual tasks and are getting ready to do something about it in the morning. But for this evening, where are you guys going?
I think I split off from Ibra and I give you the bread and say, make sure it doesn't get too stale.
Deal.
Thank you for coming with me today.
Yeah. Thank you for taking me.
You're welcome. I'm very excited about this.
Me too. I'm excited to learn from you.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's part of it. Man, I gotta think of what I'm gonna like a curriculum or like a study guide.
Nah, you're natural. It'll be fine.
You guys are too nice to me. Please get some rest.
You too. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. And I go off to my
Yeah.
modest apartment.
You catch the bus. Oh no, you guys were already in the bar. You walk home.
Yeah, I walk home and I think it's the first time I've been home in like 2 days. And I look at this cloak that I'd been working on, the showstopper, and I feel like it's so far away from like what I'm worried about now.
Yeah, it's funny. The past 2 days have been so threatening.
Yeah.
That, like, before now, you were looking at this cloak like the pinnacle of style, like it was going to be your showpiece, like your entry into the fashion world. And now I think you look at it and all you can say is, that cloak looks really flimsy, like it wouldn't protect anybody from anything.
Exactly. Absolutely. And I think I immediately start sketching out where I would put padding and armor and plates inside of the cloak. And I start thinking about it more as something that I could use to protect my friends or protect myself.
Yeah.
So I think I pretty much work all night on that.
For sure.
I love that. Ibra takes off on Frida and uses the whole drive back to the come up to just think and evaluate and feel and really explore what they're thinking and feeling about magic and what that means, taking in everything that JJ was saying about the power of will and everything that Fran and Thorgan were telling them about Astra and where it can come from and finding alternate sources.
I think as you do that, on your way home, with the bread bowl, with the rough-hewn, spark-fueled Astra in your backpack, I think as you think about ways that magic can come from different places and where it comes from and finding it within yourself and using it to protect others, like I think that warmth, that home and hearth feeling that you first saw when you picked it up. Like as you ride your motorcycle, like you feel it envelop you a little bit. Like the cold wind rushing past you as you speed by on your bike, slides off you a little bit easier on your way home.
Sick.
JJ?
Okay, hot dogs, churros. You need both before you go home. They're great people.
Really?
Yeah, they're lovely, and they're also.
They're great people, but how are the hot dogs and churros?
I mean, I survive mostly off them, so.
Well, I'm gonna go check those out right now.
And then I think like happily is like chatting up both the hot dog and churro vendors, and then waves to Gordon. I'm just gonna walk home. I live in the student housing nearby, so will you be okay heading back?
Yeah. It's kind of strange that we're not all gonna like lock in together again tonight. Feels a little bit weird, but it also feels like everything's a little calmer than yesterday.
Yeah, hopefully it stays that way for a little bit.
I give you some knuckles.
Fist bump.
Yeah.
And I finger guns after, little explosion after the fist bump. Finger
Can't be
guns.
finger gunsing anymore, JJ.
I think it works. I'll practice it. You'll see.
God damn it. Yeah. JJ, you stay behind and chat up the cart guys. Roll persuasion. Roll just like a small little persuasion guy.
This is a little mini.
19 plus. I don't think anything actually for persuasion.
Yeah. So they're pretty easygoing, and they, you've seen them a couple of times because you've probably come here to meet Samir after a shift once or twice or something, and again, you live off of these guys. So they're happy to bend the rules a little bit for you and give you your real special delicacy, churro hot dog.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Churro dog.
What?
Yeah, churro dog.
Wait. A hot dog and a churro together, or it's a bun and
Churro
then
dog.
churro?
It's a bun.
Wide churro.
Yeah.
cinnamon sugar room for hot dog.
Oh my fucking God. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
You should have made JJ roll deception because they held out on me.
You gotta earn it.
Gordon, you back up in the tuk-tuk and head back to the edge. On the way home, you're alone driving in the tuk-tuk. Driving, I think, as direct a route as you can, owing to the fact that, like, the big mine is in the center of the city, and to get anywhere, you kind of have to go radially around. But you're taking as straight a route as you can, which leads you underneath, like, major sections of Upper Prosper, like directly underneath the engineering core, the big, loud astroprocessing facility.
Yeah.
While you're driving, you hear a loud, high-pitched screech noise. I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Lord. Oh, no. 12.
Yeah, with a 12, I think you jump in your seat, in the tuk-tuk's driver's seat, and you screech, skirt, like, pull the tuk-tuk over immediately.
I think I would be looking like around the big bright, the emitters, right, that keep it floating. I think that's where I'm looking.
Yeah, they emit like a gentle low thrum that's like sort of, not obtrusive on most days. But as you're looking at it, you hear from deep, like within the structure, another high-pitched screech.
Within the structure of the underside.
It just reverberates like kind of off the underside and back at you.
I'm terrified.
Yeah, what do you do?
Fuck, what do I do?
Do not go alone.
I think how close am I to the edge of the, you said it reverberates up, so could it be coming, I think maybe it's coming from the sinkhole and bouncing off. I think I get in the tuk-tuk and I drive.
You drive that way?
Change directions and I start driving towards the sinkhole.
Oh.
It's getting dark, buddy.
I feel compelled. It's
love
not the
this.
smart call.
No, but it's
This
the,
is so
the
good.
story call.
This is great.
You gotta
Yeah.
do it.
This is great.
You drive up to the sinkhole. The mine is shutting down operations for the night, and the wind whistles over the top of it, letting out like a low tone. You're standing at the edge looking down into this deep dark hole, and the wind kicks up and reverberates over the top of the mine up against the plate. And as the wind kicks up, you hear a high-pitched screeching noise like fade up and fade back down with the wind.
And then I exhale. Just the wind. And I slowly, like after exhaling that long breath, walk back to the tuk-tuk, open the door. But then at the last second, I just look back towards the strip mine, the big sinkhole, one last time. And I just feel really uneasy about it before getting in and closing the door.
And it takes you a little bit longer to get home today.
Uh-oh. I don't like that sentence. That doesn't bode well for me.
The Wandering Path was created by me, Misha Stanton, and produced by Bex Taylor-Klaus, Lynn Raffil, and me. This story was game mastered and sound designed by me, Misha Stanton, and was played and performed by Bex Taylor-Klaus, Lynn Raffil, Ian McEwen, and Mayana Barron. Cover art by Lynn Raffil, transcript assistance by Darby Summers, and music courtesy of the Independent Music Licensing Collective. Our production and house manager is Erin Bark. If you like what you're listening to, please tell your friends and let them know where to find us. Our website is wanderingpathpod.com, where you'll find links to subscribe and follow us wherever the path leads. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/wanderingpathpod. We're so grateful for anything you can do to help us keep making this show. Thanks for wandering with us. Till next time.